coming up in today's video, we'll show you around an insane resort, get lost several times, check out some amazing food, and try insects. wait, what? What is up and welcome to Maps on the Map. You join me at Hotel Escra Arte, which is basically a brand new hotel in Cancun, Mexico, next door to the existing Hotel Escra Mexico. So today what we're going to do is we're going to give you a resort tour. So I'm going to show you around the hotel complex, and it's absolutely massive, full of things to explore, full of things to see and do. So let's go take a look. Okay, so let's start in the lobby. So when you get into check-in, someone will greet you with an ice lolly and a hot towel. And then the lobby is actually huge, and it's a nice big open lobby with plenty to see and do. Around this hotel there's loads of art. So here you'll see like a little statue, things for you to look around, and I think you can actually buy some of this art, but I think it's very expensive. And then there's two ways that you can go. You can either go this way, so this will take you to the cafe and the toilets and other areas. This area is just a normal chill out area, and then here is basically where you book all your excursions and tours. So here at Hotel Escra Arte you can book all your tours, and I advise you book all the tours, restaurants before or when you get here. The reason being is that they get fully booked very quickly. There's so many different parks. They're all adventure parks where you can do zip lining, you can do kayaking, rafting, swimming through rivers, loads of cool things. But back to the tour. Here is the gift shop, and you can also get things like suntan lotion, mosquito spray should you run out. So that's definitely needed because we ran out. We didn't realise we needed so much. And you can get clothes and souvenirs and things like that. There's loads of restaurants on property. So this is the first one that you'll come across. So the Mexican Cantina. This restaurant didn't have a physical menu, but was more of a set menu for lunch. They also thought I spoke Spanish, so it was off to a great start, but then the food started rolling in, and that's one language I know. So there were a few starters, including these amazing tortilla chips with a hench selection of salsas and dips, as well as this tasty bowl of refried beans. Then we got some more dipping action as Cantina Bossman chefed up some pork crackling, guacamole and salsa, topped with jalapenos and these cheese curd looking things. Mrs. On the Map's veggie starter was a mushroom tortilla soup and a side of cheese. I don't know why that's a thing, but we move on. The veggie main was a mushroom and cheese quesadilla with the presentation game on point. And oh lordy, my main was birria tacos, which were just incredible. Tender, juicy meat, soft tacos, and served with the most incredible salsa, fresh onions, coriander, and then add a dash of lime. The perfect bite. But then things took a wild turn, and Bossman hooked up your boy with a fresh bowl of insects. Delicious. I was shook, but I had to respect the culture and give it a go. So we've got some insects, as you can see. There's an ant. Have a drink. It's quite nice. It doesn't taste bad. It's a bit weird though. And these guys here at this restaurant also will do entertainment and things in the evenings. So there might be salsa dancing or a band. So there's plenty to do at this resort. So the resort's not the busiest resort. It is brand new. It was opened in July. So that's one of the things that you might notice is that it's very quiet, but also everyone's at the parks during the day. And that means that the resort is very empty in the day. But that's good because it means that you can get into the restaurants easier if you want a bite to eat, or if you want to do any of the activities and things like that. The space and the pools are very quiet. Also, another thing you'll see around the resort are these things. So these are basically, they're called Jalfies, and what you do, you use your bracelet and you scan it. It'll take a picture of you from a camera which is up there, and you'll basically get a cool shot. Look at this, this is a glass floor. And here you can see part of the resort. It's a really cool looking resort, very kind of natural jungle vibes. A very picturesque resort. And the thing with these resorts is that they were kind of built within the jungle, and so there's natural lakes and rivers going throughout the resort, and they built around it. We'll take you to the kind of water areas soon, and you can see fish and things like that swimming. But what you can do is you can put a life jacket on, you can go swimming in these lagoons, you can get kayaks, go kayaking around the resort, and there's water slides, hammocks, caves, and loads of things to explore and see and do here. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take you to the pool area. As I was saying before about the cameras, the picture spots, you do have to pay extra to be able to keep these pictures. And I'm Indian, so I will not be doing such a thing. I'll be trying to take cheeky pictures of the do not print copies that appear on the screens. And you see you've got these bridges here, and the bridges connect between the different rooms. And there's just so much around this resort to see and do. It's like a museum, a hotel, and a theme park all in one. This is one of the signs here. You can see there's loads of rooms and there's these casas. So casa meaning house or home. There's a few different casas. So we're in Casa of Music, or the House of Music, but there's also arts and crafts house, a music house, a dance house, and a few other houses. Each house has its own gift shop and also activities. So for example, we were staying in the House of Music and there were basically workshops going on. So like dance classes happening throughout the day. But you can go to like the other houses, so you can go to the arts and crafts house and do some drawing or painting. Just because you're staying in one particular house doesn't mean you can't do the activities that the other houses offer. So this is the main pool, and it's actually huge, and there's a restaurant kind of adjacent to it. And this restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I think at breakfast and lunch it's a buffet, and then it's a la carte for dinner. And then here you'll find these carts throughout the resort, and so they'll be serving kind of like street food. Like they might do tacos, they might do hot dogs and things like that. That's quite cool. If you just want a quick bite to eat, you can go ahead and do that. And the thing with this resort is, like I said, it's absolutely massive, and what this means is that there's just so much to see and explore, and it's so easy to get lost. It's a bit overwhelming when you first get here. After a few days we kind of figured out what things are and where we're going. But at the moment we're going to a path which I don't really know what it is. I'll just show you. So we're going down this winding path. We don't know where it is, we haven't gone this way, but let's just see where it takes us. Going on a little adventure. Oh, I don't know if we were supposed to go this way, but okay, let's just go with it. Oh, actually, we've ended up near construction work, so it's probably the wrong way. So we ended up going the wrong way. The resort is almost finished, but there is some construction work going on. But it doesn't really distract you from your experience. It's not like major construction noise or, you know, lots of rubble and cranes everywhere. It's not that bad. So this is Koyoko. This is the pool restaurant. They do breakfast, lunch as a buffet, and then they do dinner as a la carte kind of menu. You choose what you want to eat. Good food all around in this resort. I can't complain about the food here. The food's absolutely banging in this resort. So let's carry on taking you on the tour. Around the resort you'll see these. So these are water stations. And here at Hotel Lashkar Arte you get given a water bottle in your room that you can take around the resort and fill up with water as and when needed. So that's really cool. So that is the pool bar, which is really busy. And everything's all inclusive here. So you know, your drinks, your food, it's all included with the price that you pay. So you get unlimited alcohol, unlimited soft drinks. Can't complain. So this bridge here is going to take you to the beach, but to get there is an adventure in itself. Going across wooden bridges, overlooking the amazing rivers, and even stopping off for a cheeky drink at one of the many bars throughout the resort is just so much fun and a proper unique vibe. Okay, so now this is the beach here at Hotel Lashkar Arte, and you get some nice clear waters, but it's not the biggest or most glamorous beach. What I would say is that if you're looking for a beach resort, this isn't the place to come. That's not why people book this hotel. They book this hotel more for the adventure, the fun, the vibes, going to the parks, which is all included in the price. But there is a beach, should you want to chill on the beach for a bit or go in the sea, you can do that here. So as I mentioned before, this place is absolutely massive, and so there's loads and loads of rooms, loads of building blocks, and so it is easy to get lost. And this place also, similar to the hotel next door, Hotel Lashkar Mexico, also has like a more exclusive block or a more private block, should you want the extra exclusivity. And so this is their pool, which as you can see is very dead. There's no one really here. Some of these people have swim up suites, as I'll show you. And the perk of staying in this exclusive block is that you get exclusive access to a restaurant. However, because of COVID and because it's not busy at the moment, if you do stay in any of the blocks, you'll get access for free to the exclusive restaurant. These are the swim up suites. And we actually ate at this exclusive restaurant without incurring an extra cost, and it's a fusion between Lebanese and Mexican cuisine, and it's actually sick. It was actually delicious food. So kibi kibi. I never thought that Lebanese food would taste so good in Mexico, but everything I ate here was packed full of flavour. The decor was really inviting and you just get a proper chill vibe, and what's cool is that you can see into that exclusive pool from the restaurant. So to drink, I went for a refreshing orange mocktail. As for the food, we went all out and got a few different things. You get given a selection of appetizers including baba ganoush, red pepper hummus, and I don't know what the third thing is, but it tasted good, and combined with a freshly prepared flatbread, you're on to a winner. The vegetarian starters included this lentil patty with feta cheese and a cheese quesadilla. The meat starter was a lamb kofta stuffed with cheese. As for the vegetarian main, Mrs. on the Map got a rice bowl which she loved, and a really colourful side salad too. I got a lamb kebab for my main, which was as good as it looks. So as I mentioned before, there's also these lagoons or rivers that run throughout the resort, and you can kayak in them, you can get a life jacket and swim in them, and there's also kind of these beachy areas. So you'll see, I don't know if this is man-made or natural, but you've got several beachy areas throughout the resorts, and this is what the kind of lagoons look like and then run throughout the hotel. There are fish swimming at the bottom of this lake or river, and so if you're not a fan of swimming with fish, then maybe it's not best for you to go into the waters. But you can see someone paddleboarding, there's kayaks, but I would recommend, and this guy just low-key fell into the water, and I would recommend though using a life jacket because the waters do get really deep. So we've been walking for a while and we're currently a bit lost again. As I said, it's so easy to get lost and you can't cover this whole resort in one video, it's just way too big. But for now, let's show you a bit more of the resort. So this is a really good reference point. It's like a big compass thing between the two resorts. So you can actually pass from Hotel Xcaret Arte, the adults only resort, to Hotel Xcaret Mexico, which is kind of the more family friendly resort. And you can cross between the two hotels at will, go and explore the other hotel or come and explore Hotel Xcaret Arte. And we were told that if you stay at Hotel Xcaret Arte, you can go and dine at the restaurants at Hotel Xcaret Mexico for free. Now this structure here is basically called the Spiral, and what it is it's a chapel and also a restaurant, and it's starting to rain. Oh no. So because of the rain, we decided to wait until things cleared up before going to the top of the Spiral. So let's take a little detour and head back to the lobby. But don't worry, eventually we will make it to the top for those insane views, and it will be well worth the wait. So there's loads of rooms here at Hotel Xcaret Arte, and they're all kitted out with everything. Apple TV, a free minibar, free snacks, a jacuzzi. So they've got everything that you could need. And I've done a full video review of the room, so check that out. Now, we've hit the rain. We're trying to avoid going in the rain. It's quite rare for it to rain actually, but when it does rain, it rains quite a lot. The rain shouldn't last too long, and there are always umbrellas here should you need them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you back to the lobby, go explore the other side of the resort. In the main lobby we turn left to go to the main pool and the restaurant. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right and show you that way, where you'll get to see the cafe, where the buses pick you up for the tours, and a few other bits and bobs. So let's get to it. So let's try and not get the camera wet. We've got our mate Irving here. Alright, Irving. Good. So the staff here are so nice. They go above and beyond to, you know, make sure your stay is as fun as possible. As you see, we're now back in the main lobby. It's getting busier. But let's go through here, which is to the right of the lobby, and I'll show you what that's about. So as I said before, the resort's like a museum. There's lots to see, there's lots to do. It's a huge place. Before this was taken down, this was kind of like an art exhibition. And then here, there's some nice wings, and you can have a photo there by standing in the middle. Another thing to note is that you can get COVID tests here. So if you're returning to like a country which needs a COVID test before entry, but you do have to pay. The lateral flows actually aren't that expensive, but the PCR tests are like $100 each, roughly that price. They are quite expensive.
Hello and welcome to Asian Top Gear.
Here we've got my next whip that Mans is going to be reviewing. We call this the Mexico Express. We've got about 30-inch rims on here, twin spoke. We've got a V12 6 litre. Looks like it's an automatic with power steering and no pedals.
This is one mad whip. And just look at the grill on this. Dual kidney grills. Non-functioning headlights. What more could you want? And behind me you see the cafe. They do breakfast, lunch, evening snacks, open for most of the day, and they do really nice coffees as well. So you can go there for a light snack if you want. They do really nice pastries and dessert, sandwiches. Mwah.
If you want a caffeine kick or you want a quick bite to eat before heading to a resort park, the cafe has you covered, and there's quality and quantity with this one. There's a great choice of teas and coffees, including lattes, cappuccinos and frappuccinos, and the cookies here are a madness. Or maybe you want a cold can of Coke or juice, you want it, they got it. There's also amazing sandwiches which can be toasted, small pizzas and salads. What's on offer also changes as the day goes by, so for breakfast there might be an egg muffin, but then more traditional sandwiches for lunch. They also do a mouth-watering selection of sweet treats, including cakes, macaroons, tarts, as well as eclairs. You gotta try the croissants and pastries in the morning, they're amazing. The quality of the food here blows my mind, and it's all included in the price. So that concludes part 1 of this resort tour. This place is huge and there's just so much to see and do. In the next video we'll be checking out the gym and spa, going up to the top of the Spiral Tower for some killer views, getting our munch on at more restaurants, and getting lost several times whilst exploring the jungle area. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Till next time, peace!